bagong golek.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast. Alexander Usyk, the former.
This bout is scheduled for.
What a pleasure to be in this.
Bagong golek.
These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Good counter punching. To see more jabs. Catch and shoot. There was so much hype surrounding this match. I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this. They love this. They are born for this. You have other fighters.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Usyk! Couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. And there's no doubt about it, as we see it again, that body shot did them in.
What the ending?
You can only take so much.
Bagong golek.
Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.
Bluetooth disconnected.
We've heard of sleeping with the fishes. We're about to fight with the fishes here at the Atlantis. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Tyson Fury. He stands an imposing 6. The Gypsy King himself, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man. They'll be facing the Giant from Iran.
Look at the weight. How much weight are you going to give away in a fight?
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Fighting out of the blue corner from Iran, the Giant.
One of the hottest tickets around. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swing and a miss with that jab. Good counter punch. The courage on display here is incredible. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about it.
Well done with that counter shot. Catch and shoot. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Beautiful counter shot. A perfect counter shot. Good counter punching. Just missed with that hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Those counter punches have to hurt. Solid punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think of...
On to the second round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Beautiful counter punch. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That counter punch caught him clean. Punch, counter punch. And he scores with the counter. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Good punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
The bell rings and we start the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter. They exchanged punches. There's a counter shot. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Nice counter shot. Fantastic punch. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nope, that jab not going to score. ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. Lucky that hook didn't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges.
Here we go to the fourth round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch right up the middle. No rest for the weary. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That counter shot lands. The perfect counter lands. The straight right just misses. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of defense here at all. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter lands. You know that bell was sweet music to his ear. Round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses are...
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. He somehow weathered the storm.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Tyson Fury, and down goes Fury. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Oh, ha, ha, ha. Ah, ha, ha.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? No, we don't see a knockdown. Hold it right there. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. Try to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get...
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. This next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
Let's start the sixth. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Perfect counter shot. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
It's all offense all the time. Job blocking the hook. That left hook just missed. Tyson Fury in serious trouble. I don't see how he's going to get out of this. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big... And there's the bell for round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's being hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Counter punching. How about that time? Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? Down goes Fury. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Apa mas?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. He can't afford to make one single... Hold that thought! And down goes Fury! It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Where did that come from? What a shot!
Keluar dia. Ayo, sebagai seorang perkasa jangan keluar, Deng. Maju terus, pantang mundur. Melawan golek. Bagong golek.
Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it.
Unbelievable.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice?
You up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Syukur. Masih bangun ya, Bagong golek
This
ya.
fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Nice defense on that left uppercut. Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change it? It's a perfect start.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Stamina is off the charts. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the fight, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake.
Iran
It was so
keren ya,
obvious.
orang Iran ya. Bagong golek. Mantap, Bagong golek. Bagong golek is very good. Bagong golek.
live from one of the world's most beautiful arenas. This is Falcor Bay. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Up against them, the Giant from Iran.
If this fighter knows how to use that reach, this is going to be a shut night.
And now for the official introductions. We turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr. Usually you don't need... So here we go. Should be a good one. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. And he scores with the counter. Misses with the straight left. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. It is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning or air con, as they say in the UK.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Just avoids the left uppercut. That counter shot lands. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. He's gonna get knocked out. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are gonna be all over the place in this one. For them.
That's his round.
There's the bell for round two. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The jab, but does not score. And the Giant's been knocked down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
That's lights out right there.
Got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement, move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then get.
Bell rings and we start the third. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. It's all offense all the time. You can't make a mistake at this level and not expect to be punished for it. They exchange punches. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Oh, what a punch! Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They both want the knockout. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He threw a punch and just got countered. The game plan does not seem to be... Switch off. There's the bell to start round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations you've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Perfect counter lands. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. There's a counter shot. No rest for the weary. Catch and shoot. Time they drop their guard, they get caught. He just misses with that jab. Oh, that punch. Didn't land that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt. There's the bell to start round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down. Nice counter shot. Well,
they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Can't find a home with that jab. A perfect counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter shot. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
And you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Well done with that counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. On to the sixth round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on.
Good counter punch. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Jab doesn't quite connect. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That jab misses. Well, I guess he's decided he's going to taunt his opponent now. Swing and a miss with the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Down big time on the score. Here comes round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, if their intention is to anger the opponent, I think it's going to work. picture perfect punch. Did the trick.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's see how the game... And there's the bell for round 8. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
So he's going to taunt here. I don't know if that's the wisest strategy. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Good counter punching. Beautiful counter punch. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Just misses with that jab. How about that time counter shot? Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. We knew it was going to be close, but that's as close as it gets. It is a draw. No winners and no losers here.
A draw? Ooh, listen to that crowd. Nobody's happy with that. Why? Because the build-up was ridiculous, the things that were said were ridiculous, but these two fighters were evenly matched.
Apa? Kayak apa sih? Tentang apa? parkiran.
Emang orang aneh-aneh
Belum boleh. Enggak.
jadi komisioner ya kamu terinspirasi dari jadi komisioner
Enggak, baru tahu ini. Baru kamu ngomong ini.
tahu kan wajahnya jadi komisioner gitu kan
Oh iya, jadi fokusnya enak ya. Jadi Corbusier gitu ya. Ganti nama ya. Jadi Corbusier. Gak ini nama Deddy Corbuzier. Ya. Apa? Apa berbeda? Kita buat Deddy Corbuzier, guys. AC tanya enggak? Mau bikin ide kebuser aku. Oh, ada kelek.